Hello everyone, you are welcome to the day 10 of this our 31 days 2026 high-end retouching masterclass. Okay, so in today's class, we are going to work on a melanin skin image. Okay, so as you can see, this picture is raw, so this is camera raw filter. Okay, so now we are going to work on this picture and get it to be more beautiful and dramatic. Okay, so from beginning to the end. So if this is your first time coming across this channel, please you can check the day 1 to day 9. Okay, so this is day 10. Okay, and also hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button so you won't miss any new video from this channel. Okay, so as you can see, this picture is right here. So what I will do is to click on this auto to check what the auto will give us. Okay, so as you can see, automatically the auto keep the color this way. So because it's on raw, so this auto work perfect for us. Adjust the little adjustment. Okay, so as you can see, this picture is looking more out here than here. Okay, so this is okay. So and I'll click open so that it will open in Photoshop. Okay, so this is this picture in Photoshop right here. Okay, the next thing I will do is to crop this picture to Instagram size, and to do that I use my crop tool here. Okay, it's already on 8:4:5 ratio. Okay, so this is Instagram size. I cropped it. Okay, so I duplicate Ctrl J and Ctrl T to transform. So I have to transform it, position it well how I want it to be. Okay, so I have to position it where the way I want it to be. Okay, so I think this position is fine. Okay, so Control E to merge, then Control J again. Okay, to duplicate. Command J also if you're using Apple. Okay, so yeah, the next thing we are going to do is to, if you take a look at the face, you see some pimples on the face. Okay, so before we start working on this picture, we'll first of all remove those pimples to make it easy. Remember, you can also remove it when you are done working on the picture. Okay, so but let's first remove before we start working on the picture. Okay, so and to do that, we'll create an empty layer above the picture here. Okay, and pick spot healing brush tool. Remember, patch tool, healing brush tool, and remove tool can also work. Okay, so but we are using spot healing brush tool here. So and make sure that your content aware is on. Okay, so you reduce the brush size and just paint on the spots. Okay, it will pick all those spots out. Okay, so now look at this picture. This is before, after, before, after. So it's out right now. Okay, so we merge it, Control E. So now this picture is 16 bits. Okay, so this picture is 16 bits. So yeah, for this class, we are making use of my all-in-one retouching presets, which there is a 16 bits retouching presets here under this all-in-one presets. Okay, so if you want to download the all-in-one preset, check my channel description or check the pinned comment of this tutorial. Okay, so but for this tutorial, I'm not going to make use of these retouching presets here. So I'll be creating from scratch. So you know how you can create frequency separation when you're working on 16 bits image. Okay, so what I will do is to duplicate this image again twice. Command J. Okay, so this one right here will serve as our tone for the tone of this picture. everything concerning the color. And this will serve as our texture for the texture of this picture, everything concerning the texture of this picture. So what we're trying to do, the frequency separation, is to separate the texture and the tone, putting them in two different layers, making it possible to work on the tone and work on the texture also without distorting each other. Okay, so now we turn off the texture layer and make the tone layer active and go to filter and blur, then Gaussian blur. So here in Gaussian blur, what should we focus on as a retoucher watching this tutorial? Just know that there is no particular amount of Gaussian blur to add on your image. Depends on your image. So what we focus on is the amount that will blur your image and you will be able to see your textures this way. Now, if you pay attention to this image, it's blur, but if you pay attention, you can see the textures, okay? Don't blur it entirely, okay? So once you're blurring and get to this result, it's okay. So as you can see, 5, it's okay for this picture, okay? So click OK. So you can see this picture is blur. Okay. So now we turn on the texture layer and make it active. So we go to image and apply image. So this area, this is where you do the setting that will differentiate 8-bit and 16-bit image. Okay. So but because we are working on 8-bit image, this is the setting you will do when you are working on 8-bit image. Okay. So under layer here, you enter here and pick tone. Okay. So remember we are separating the texture and the tone, putting them in two different layers. So we pick tone. We want to take away all the textures in the tone. Let them be on one layer, which is the texture layer. Okay. So right here, we enter inside the blending mode. Make sure that your color is RGB. We enter inside the blending mode and we go to add. Okay. So remember, if you are working on 8-bit image, instead of this add, it will be on subtract. You know. So but this is 16-bit image. So we will click on add. Okay. So here our scale will be 2 and our offset will be 0. Okay. And here you click on invert and you will get to this result. Okay. So click OK. Now you're changing the blending mode here to linear light to bring it back to normal. Okay. So as you can see, it's normal. Now we have successfully created the frequency separation of 8 bits. You pay attention to the difference that is that on 8 bits you use add instead of subtract. On 16 bits you use add instead of subtract. 8 bits you use subtract instead of add. Okay. So yeah, we have created the frequency separation layer to record this image. Okay. So this is our tone layer. So what we do is to group the two. Okay. Make highlight them the command G or control G, okay, to group it. Okay, we name it FS, frequency separation 16 bits. 16 bits. Okay. So and if you are a beginner watching this tutorial, you will need to duplicate these two layers. In case you are working on one and you make a mistake, it will be easier for you to go back and work. It will be easier for you to delete one copy and start from the second one. Okay. So see, this is how you can duplicate it. So the tone layer, command J or control J to duplicate it. Then you right click and go to create a create a clipping mask here. Okay. So to clip it together, the same thing you do with texture, but the texture condition is different. If you duplicate the texture, the image will become sharper. So you can see this is command J. So you can see the image becomes more sharper. The reason is that remember all the textures in this image, they are on this texture layer. So duplicating it makes making it double. That means you are doubling the texture, so it become more sharper. Okay. And if you create a clipping mask, it will become more sharper again. Okay. So as I say, more sharper. So to bring it back to normal, the copy here, you have to change the blending mode to normal. Okay. So this is how you will leave it as a beginner. So if you're working on this and you make a mistake, you can delete this and continue with this. Same way goes to the texture. Okay. So this is easy way you can create your frequency separation settings when you are working on 16 bits image. Okay. So once you get your setting like this, you are okay. If you retouch your 16-bit image, you are going to get the best. Okay. So now, and this is your mixer brush tool. So, and up here, picking your mixer brush tool, what we do up here, always make sure that you are on soft round brush. Okay. Make sure you are on soft round brush, and inside here, make sure you are on clean brush. Okay. So, and these two brush here, the first one and the second one, turn off the first one. Okay. Because the first one is load brush after each stroke. If the first one is on, if you are working on this side and you want to move to this side, it should take the color of this side and paint this side, which will spoil your image. So that's why you turn it off and you turn on the second one. This second one is clean after each stroke. That means when you're done working on here and you want to go to this side, it will clean here immediately, you remove it. Okay, so you turn off the first brush and turn on the second brush. Okay, so here always on custom. Okay, so this wet load, mix, flow, and yeah, wet load, mix and flow. So here, if you increase distance here, your brush will be flowing excess and you might not control it. You end up spoiling your image. Okay, so what you do is to keep it accurate the way that you can be able to control. Okay, how will you know if you can be able to control when you are brushing? If it's flowing much, you reduce. Okay, that's just easy way to know. Okay, but remember, mix doesn't matter. Mix can be on zero or anything. Okay, but weight, load, flow matters. Okay, so but if you're a beginner watching this tutorial, I will tell you to put your load on 30, 20, or 15. Put your weight 30, 20, or 15. Put your flow 30, 20, or 15. Okay, any of these settings will work for you. Okay, so that you won't spoil your image. But if you know what you are doing, you can try my setting. This is the setting I use. My weight is on 60, load is 60, mix is 100, and flow is 60. Mix doesn't actually matter. Okay. So once you get your settings like this, you are okay, perfect to retouch your 16 bits image. Okay. So this is how you can create your frequency separation on 16 bits image. Okay, so we haven't retouched this picture yet, but this is today's class. Okay, so and today you learn how you can set your frequency separation on 16-bit image. So sometimes why you are not getting the best results you want when you are retouching is that maybe you are using 8-bit to retouch 16 bits. So today you learn how you can set on 16 bits. Okay, so this is day 10 of today's class. So follow up on day 11. So on day 11 we are going to retouch this picture and get it to standard professional. Okay, so thank you all for watching and make sure you subscribe and like. So I will see you in day 10, day 11 of this class. Okay, so this is the 10 on day 11 of this class. Okay, so keep practicing and keep learning.